This is going to be a quick recording. I may put up more later, but class is about to begin and I want to try. I'm not going to have my students comment on my website anymore because most of them aren't bothering to do it. So I'm going to have to grade them. I hate to actually do this, but apparently you just have to grade people because we suffer from the effects of original sin. If you don't believe me, read the Tower of Babel story, or Bable as it is called, which is what we're going to go over in class. Read Psalm 14 and my commentary on it, which is going to be difficult to understand, or maybe not. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They, these fools, are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none who does good. The Lord looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there are any who understand, who seek God. They have all turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call on the Lord? There they are in great fear, for God is with the generation of the righteous. You shame the counsel of the poor, but the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion when the Lord brings back the captivity of his people. Let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. Just quickly, and I'm going to go over this in class too. Eric Vogelin talks about how the triad of propositions are advanced by the sophists, which are relayed to us in Plato's Republic. This is what the fool thinks. 1, the gods don't exist. 2, if they exist, they don't care what men are doing. 3, if they care what men are doing, you can bribe them by sacrifice. Go ahead, make a few sacrifices out of the profits from your crimes. And then Plato says, well, really, this eventually becomes 1, nothing exists. 2, if it exists, it is unknowable. If it is unknowable, it is incommunicable. In this way, you get rid of the whole of being. This is the nihilism that the fools around us are pushing. The man who formulates the negative propositions, especially in Book 2 of the Republic, the gods don't exist, etc., is the man plagued with anoia, with what in the Hebrew and Christian context is called foolishness, as in Psalm 13 or 14 in the new numbering. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. The term fool in Hebrew is equal to the Greek anoia or amates. One of the things maybe is difficult for my students, and maybe one of the reasons you guys aren't commenting, some of you, most of you, on my videos, is that you don't understand this stuff. You have yet to face the problem of sin. Maybe that's true. Maybe you're just too young to get it. Maybe you're too young to understand how easy it is to be the fool in the negative sense in the psalm we read today. How easy it is to slip into this nihilism. Because if God doesn't exist, or exists but doesn't care what we do, etc., then we are gods. If there is nothing or no meaning or nothing you can hang your hat on, then we can do whatever we want. And we can build a tower to the heavens. And we can make reality. I will talk about this in class. I read an interview with Cardinal Burke, whom I know, who helped Theater of the Word quite a bit when we got it off the ground. He said, people assume that they can change doctrine, Catholic doctrine, at the Amazon Synod that's coming up and the Synod in Germany and so forth. This is certainly true. This is what the liberals in the church think, that doctrine can be changed. But think about this. If doctrine is about reality, you can't change doctrine unless you can change reality. But that's what people think. That's the abolition of man. We really can make whatever we want. The tower can be as tall as we want to make it, and it will never collapse. We can build a tower in the clouds. We can build a cloud cuckoo land where we can live. We don't have to be in touch with reality. We make our own reality. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. We're fools. And if you don't get that, and if you don't see that, then the Bible won't make any sense to you. The Bible answers the question asked in Ecclesiastes, does life have meaning? Is there a God? Is there a point to anything? And that's why we're reading it. As one of my students asked, why should we read the Bible? Is it valuable? There's only one way to find out. You read the darn thing. And that's what we're doing. Anyway, I got to put this up because class starts in 10 minutes.